What's up, YouTube? It's Crush Justice here, bringing you some Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 gameplay. I'm driving my RX7 in Nagoya on stage 1. Basically, this is an old PS2 game, which is one of my personal favorites. It's a racer game that takes you onto Japanese highways and based off Japanese street racing. It's basically you drive around the streets of Japan and you race gangs and teams to be king of the road, basically. And in this game you have so much customization and RPG elements. The RPG element is really interesting because it gives you like a spiritual story about being a driver on the road, and you just basically want to become the best. And each of the end bosses have their own stories. Actually, each car in the rival list has their stories and RPG elements, which you can go and read after you beat them. Anyways, enough about the game. I'll do more about the game later, but I want to talk to you guys about the Microsoft rumors that have been going around that the new Xbox console is going to be forcing you to have online mandatory. Now, these are only rumors, but it's caused the executor has tweeted something like, the modern world everything is online nowadays, deal with it, #deal with it, and it caused like an uproar among gamers and the whole online community. And he's been pretty disrespectful in replying to people that have been bashing him, but I don't blame him because of his position right now. But it's kind of his fault for throwing people off like that. And my personal opinion is, like, I really think it's dumb that Microsoft would do this, even if they are still rumors. It's dumb if they do go through it, because online shouldn't be mandatory for a console. A console is a consumer product meant for entertainment, for the personal use. Like, if you're a hardcore gamer, real gamers don't really care for online. The only people who care for online are like little kids that play Call of Duty or whatever. Like, I'm an old school gamer, so I favor more of the gameplay and storylines, and that's what a real game is. Like this game right here. This game is so basic, but it's fun and addicting. That's why I enjoyed it so much as when I grew up. It's having online on the Xbox mandatory, it just takes away that whole reason to have a console. I mean, there's people that are hardcore gamers, but they don't have online. They just prefer to play the games in single player, and for the story and just for the gameplay, the replay value. I know people who actually don't have online. They only have online for their phones, but they're hardcore gamers. They enjoy the old school titles, modern titles of old school games like Metal Gear. They enjoy playing them in single player because of the stories and all that. For example, I like Skyrim. I like the RPG stuff. I enjoy playing those, even though they're single player. Those are like the biggest games ever. When this came out, I was in computer class. I just learned about it this morning. Apparently, another part of the rumor is that if the Xbox is offline for a certain amount of time, it will automatically shut off. Now, that is pretty ridiculous, because if you're someone who doesn't have online, or know you have like a really bad connection, you're basically screwed, because if you buy that kind of console, you just have like a brick sitting there. Like, you can't even use it. And that's really bad, because what's the point in having that console that does all these fancy things, but you can't use it because you don't have online? And also, it's a threat to Microsoft's fans or consumers, because a lot of their fans, they already pay for Xbox Live. So what if they run out of Xbox Live? What if they can't pay their Xbox? Because I know my friends, when they run out of Xbox Live, they don't repay the thing right away. They just go without Xbox for a while until they get like a new game, which is quite a long time. But they still want to play their old games, like the single player ones. So to those who actually like don't play Xbox Live as often, that's kind of taken away from them if the Xbox goes offline, because they can't pay their Xbox Live if it works that way. And also, I'm a big fan of LAN party, because me and my friends, we go over to each other's houses. I don't have an Xbox, but my friends will bring their Xboxes over and TVs over, or we'll go to someone else's houses, and we'll just hook up all of them onto one router and play landline, because landline is more fun. You get all your friends together, and you all have contact with each other, and you have more enjoyable time. I don't know why, but it's just more enjoyable. I think it's just the presence of having your friends there. So those who are fans of LAN party, get that taken away, because they won't even have internet or a way to connect, because when you go landline party, it doesn't require internet. Anyways, this video is coming near an end. I'm beating this final team leader, and I'm curious to find out what your guys' opinions about the whole Xbox being mandatory online, and what would you rather be? Because if Xbox does, or Microsoft does go through this, they're just gonna lose a lot of customers, because they're just, those customers that they lose will just end up going to like the Wii U or PlayStation, because their onlines are free and they don't require you to be online all the time. I mean, for me, sometimes my internet's bad and I just play, well, first of all, I just play my PlayStation to play single player. I have Call of Duty, but that's it. I don't play it online all the time because it's annoying. So I want to hear what you guys think about it. Here it's just going to go into the arrival of the next team. This is something new, the commentary thing, so I'll be posting gameplay of old games and record it. I don't have a game card recorder, so you're just gonna have to deal with my gameplay being on the TV with those lines every now and then. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'd like to hear what you guys think. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.